Howdy, folks. Up next is block 35, Hourglass. So I'm going to take you down to the table and we're going to get started. For Hourglass, we're going to use fabric D8, which is the purple in my case, D10, which is the gray in my case, and our background fabric. So let me get us set up and we'll get started. We have 3 background squares. One of the squares is smaller than the other 2. This is going to be our center square, which is is the foundation of our hourglass. And we have our 4 excuse me, D8 squares that we're going to draw a line corner to corner on each one of those. Just like the previous block, I'm going to use glue because it worked out so well with the last one. I'm going to start with opposite corners. And I'm going to sew a scant 1/4 inch on both of these. Then I'll come back, trim these, press them, and add these. So we'll end up with our hourglass block. So you know what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to put you on time lapse and we'll get started. There's our diamond in a square. Now we're going to take the 2 background squares and cut them in half diagonally. You can do that with your scissors or with your rotary cutter. The hourglass unit has been trimmed down to what the pattern specifies. Now we'll take the opposite sides and those will be sewn on like this, being sure not to lose your points. And you've got plenty of fabric, so you're going to want to fold it in half, give it a crease, fold this in half, this is your center point of this block. It's where the seams cross in the back. And remembering what Brenda with Conquering Mount Scrapmore has taught us, we're going to go a 1/4 inch down and poke our pin through. With this folded in half, I put the fold up against the pin so it's in the center. And I'm going to be sewing on this side, so I'm going to put my pin right here, because like the last block, I'm going to cross right where this thread went across. Going to do the same Okay, there's my center. Put my pen down there for a minute while I fold this in half. And I can put the fold beside the pen, and I know I'm in the center. Fold it down. Okay. And again, going to Okay. I have my my magnifying glass here. Okay. So I'm going to sew these, and then I'm going to come back fold them out, press them, and then I'll repeat the step the other way. So I'm going to put you on time lapse and we're going to do that. I had one of the background pieces on the wrong side facing up. This is white on white fabric, and I had one of the pieces upside down. So I ripped it off and put it back on the right way. So now I'm going to trim this off so it's even. You can do that with your ruler. Probably would be best if you're new to sewing. If you're comfortable with your scissors, you can do it that way. Okay, I'm going to show you another way to find your center. Let me make sure I have the right side. I believe that is it. Okay. So I'm going to turn this over so it's right sides together. And I'm going to put it even here, and then see this, the V of the diamond below, that's your center. You want this point even with this point. So I'm going to eyeball it and see how it turns out. Again, I'll be sewing on this side since I want to make sure all of my seams stay where they belong. I'm going to put the other one on, and I can't see the diamond below, so on this one I'm going to do the fold it in half. Okay, that's the right side. So right sides together. I'm going to fold this in half. And there's the center. I'm going to slide it up. And that. Now I can use the same pin to hold down both pieces of fabric. Again, scant 1/4 inch. And I'm looking to make sure sorry, but I gotta have my magnifying glass. Make sure I cross there. Okay, I'm going to press this and trim it. And looks like it's pretty much right where it needs to be, but I need to make sure it measures what the pattern calls for. And then we'll put on our frame around it, which is, yep, it looks like it's going to need trimmed. This and then that. So it's probably going to be trimmed. Yep. It's going to be just like that. That's going to be a really cool block. So I'm going to pause you and do that, and I'll be right back with you. We take the shorter of the two strips and we're going to sew those to opposite sides. And I'm going to turn it over so I make sure that I cross where I need to cross. The pattern is telling us to press these towards the center, but I'm going to press them toward the outside because that's the way they want to go, and that way it'll lay flatter. So I'll be right back. Now we do the same with the longer strips. And there we have it. Hourglass. Well, that's it for today. So I'm going to say, be blessed, less stressed, and pet some fabric today. See you later.